Hey folks, today we got an electric dryer. We're having a situation here where it just won't start. And as you can see, it is plugged up. It just won't start. Now in a situation like this, it could be a few things. It could be your door switch. This is what lets the dryer know that the door is shut and that it can start. As long as the door is open and this switch is out, it will not start. If you can hear this clicking, it means the switch is good. Obviously, there's no way to really test this switch, but if you can push it all the way in and it doesn't make a noise per se like this, but I'm not pushing it all the way in, but just if you can push it all the way in and you don't hear a noise, the switch is bad. You need to replace it. Another thing that it could be, and this is a big one though, it could be the motor, but if it is the motor, you could have someone spin the drum, and while they're spinning it, you can press the start button, and if it starts, it's the motor, which is, it's a pretty big deal. It could also be the thermal fuse, which is what I'm going to check on this particular dryer. This is for a Kenmore Elite heavy duty king size capacity quad pack. First thing you want to do before doing anything on this dryer, as far as taking anything off it, is unplug it. But you do not want to have that going through you. On this dryer, it's pretty simple. To get to the thermal fuse, you can take off this lower panel right here, which is held on by, I don't know if you can see this, there's a spring clip here. And there's another clip up in there. There it goes. Just take you something, just get up in it, push it down, out it comes. The other side, out it comes. Pull it out, remove it. Make sure you want to take this off. Take out your lint trap. On some dryers, the thermal fuse is located on the back. You have to take off the back panel. But on some of them, it's pretty easy to get to just because they know that these things go out. So to get this off, you want to remove this screw here and this screw here. And I have a ratchet driver, no bit in it or whatever. Comes right out, fits perfect. Keep up with your screws, you're gonna need those. To the other side. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so this white thing right here is the thermal fuse. Okay, as I was saying, this white thing here with the blue wires is the thermal fuse. It's held on by one screw. I got a ratchet right here. It has a 6.5 millimeter socket on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Sorry, folks. I just disconnected the wires. Got this loose. And I'm just going to take it out by hand. Like so. Okay, then to test this, you're going to take your multimeter, put it on audible. You can put it on ohms if you want. You're just looking for any type of reading, basically. And then what we're looking for here, we're looking for this to make some type of noise, like so. That means it's good. It has a connection. Already I can tell that this is bad because the prongs are touching it and it's not making any noise. Now I got a good thermal fuse because I had an idea that this is what was wrong with this. So let's see what happens. And that's just this one, just to show you all what a good one does. Hear the noise? And with this one, no noise. If you turn it to the ohms, so thermal fuse is bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this one in. This is the good one, and see what happens. Slide it. In case you can't tell, there's a hole that it sits in. So just take it. Slide it in that hole. Put your screw in it. Then you want to reattach your cords. Now with these, the cords are the same, so most times this means it doesn't matter which goes on which. So put that one on there. Big hands, folks. Still trying to get this on. I got one on. I gotta get the other one on. There we have it. So what we do now is we put our cover back on. Let's put it on the same way we took it off. Just put your screws back in it. Remember, we took the one from there. So we're going to take the screw, line up the hole, Again, put it in. So you got that started right there. Then you go to the other side and do the same thing right here. Do with the screw. You just want to tighten up your screws. Or your bolts, I should say. To the other side, same thing. Put your big trap back in. Put your bottom cover back on. And with these, you're putting it on, you just slide these bottom clips into these holes. There's one there. And one there. Like so. Pops right in. And the only thing left to do is to plug it up. See what it does. Moment of truth. And it works, folks. That's all it is to it. So it was the thermal fuse. Also, if it's not the thermal fuse, it could be the start switch. Right here, it's not getting a connection. So you could take this off and just test the switch, how I tested the thermal fuse to make sure that it is good. But there you have it. That's changing the thermal fuse for you. Pretty simple. You can get them $5-10 at your local hardware store. Let me know what you all think. Give me a like. Drop me some comments.